Hello, hello. Good evening, everyone. Good evening, good evening. Jess here. A little late. This evening was well, not this evening. Today, the whole day, technically, was my 10-year anniversary. So the boys came home and we celebrated a little bit. So that's why I was a little late tonight. Sorry about that. I know I said 6 p.m. and we're a little late, but I'm still here. We are still here. We have Tanner there. Then we've got
Dan.
Mr. Caden. He is here as well. Today I'm making some feminine cards slash postcards because they're not foldable. So the back is going to be plain. I'm going to fill one out and then one I'm going to leave blank for someone. My husband, he fractured his wrist, so we went to the doctors, and one of the if it wasn't for one of the receptionists at the doctor's office, then he wouldn't have even he would still not yet have seen the doctor. So we really just appreciate her initiative and her assertiveness of just being like, no, this is what we're going to do. We're going to get you going. This is what should happen. And it was just a really good experience. I'm sure we've all had good and bad experiences with doctors' offices and people giving us the runaround and being like, yeah, go talk to this person, go talk, because they don't want to deal with it right then. And I get it. It can be overwhelming, but it was just really heartwarming to have such a positive experience. So I wanted to make the receptionist something, and the doctor as well. He is a University of Miami fan, so I'm going to be trying to come up with something sportsy, a small like canvas for him, for appreciation for him. But tonight we're making some postcards for her. So, and then we've got some elements here. As you see, we've got a Finnabair mold. That's one of her newer molds. The girl here, I don't know what else to call her. Call her queen. Call her a queen. And then these chipboards here are from Two Crafty Chipboard. There's one behind each lady. Just kind of giving her a little extra crown behind her. These are wooden veneers, and they're actually stampera, whatever you want to call that. And then we also have some very delicate Scrapineic. Actually, I've got the packaging here. Scrapineic decorative chipboards. So that's what we're using tonight. We're using some of those from this one. Chipboard ID 5151. So those are those chipboard pieces. Each one's a little different. Like this one has a little more flowers, whereas this one has more like buds, like cherries or something like that. So it's a little different. Then these are some chipboard hinges. I like these little hinges. See, I kind of broke it a little bit from trying to take the little dot out. I was just going to kind of cover that up. No one will know. Those are from Creative Expressions, both of those. And then these cutouts, I'm just kind of waiting and giving people some time. Has anyone said anything or nothing?
No.
Okay, no problem. These cutouts are from Creative Minds 2015. You can find them on Instagram. I won a challenge, a Mixed Media Academy challenge, and they were one of the sponsors that month. So I won a lot of die cuts from them. So there's those. And we're going to be using an assortment of things to put these together tonight. And I'll show you, a little bit one at a time. Just wanted to show you what the composition was, like I usually do. And yep, and then we're going to move everything. The burlap is just some burlap I had in my stash. So it's just random scraps of burlap. So there we go. But as you can see, I've already made the postcard. It's just cut paper. This is a Prima paper. It was they were almost like scraps. They were given to me. I did a swap one time with someone, and some of the I got some of those like scraps. So they're really pretty. I'm not, like I said, I'm not sure what collection they are, but I know they're from Prima Marketing. I just don't know what collection. I really don't know, but that's the paper that we're using tonight. So just moving everything aside like we usually do. The burlap will be one of the first things to go down, so we do need to kind of size that up. I'm going to cut this side because as we see, this side here is already fringed a little bit. It's not sewn, whereas this side, as we can see, it is sewn a bit here. So I want to go ahead and cut off that so I get more of the fringe effect here. All right, so I've got my nifty pair of Fiskars scissors here. So I'm going to cut it off at about there. Here we are. And then I'm just going to go ahead and start taking a couple of those extra pieces of burlap out. And it's going to go kind of like that, but actually probably a little bit higher up. Just a little bit, probably more like that. I don't mind it coming off the edges a little bit, so long as enough of the fringes are out that it's not going to continue to fray. Let's see, I think I need to take one more off of each end, in fact. So that's what I'm going to do, take one more off of each end, because I could see it was, yeah, see, looky there. Now that's good, because I'll be able to glue that down and it'll stay. It won't continue to fringe as time goes. That is important because it will tear apart. In our experience, I'm sure we all know that. I did get some Fabri-tac, so I have used this on one project so far. I have not shared that project. I just finished it last night, so it just came to me on a whim. Let's see which night. I started on it Friday night. Yeah, Friday night. I started making the canvas, and then last night it just all came to me. It's just like that song by Celine Dion. It's all coming back to me now. You know what song I'm talking about. Don't try to pretend. Don't try to pretend.
No pretending for you.
No pretending. No pretending.
You shall pretend.
Absolutely not.
Right. So there's the first piece of burlap. All right. That's looking good so far. And I'm going to do the same to this one because as we can see it's sewn. So I'm going to kind of size it a little bit. Got my scissors and go like that. Okay. And I'm going to take 1, 2, 3 off like we did last time. And I'm going to take another one off of this end. Is that going to be good? Yep, that is just right. Just right. So there we go. And if we want to, we can always use these ends here on the corners a little bit later. Don't have to throw those away or anything. Let's see if we can use them. Because the composition's not like 100% locked down. We can always make some changes. We can always add. Yes, absolutely. You see something in your craft room all of a sudden that's just like, oh, this would be perfect for this. Do it. All right, I think that's good. Right. I will say I am enjoying the Fabri-tac. I am enjoying it. I think it is great for a lot of projects. It is clear. Like I said, I just started using it last night on one project, so but I am liking it. It seems different than tacky glue. It's not as it doesn't seem to affect the coloring and stuff so much. I don't know if that makes sense. I remember in one of my videos I said something about tacky glue. I'm trying to pick this up. Trying to get rid of the little tiny burlap hairs that are just chilling. Just hanging out there. They were driving me nutsos. What? Okay, so now we've got our clay pieces. I'm going to set these aside real quick because I want to keep them nice and pretty. Nice and pretty, right? So I'm gonna stand them up over here against my desk there while we do this. Okay, I'm going to take my Scrapineic packaging that the chipboard came in here and just lay these right on top. And then I've got the Prima Finnabair Art Extravagance Rust Effect Paste. This is the burnt sienna. There we go. Camera lighting's much better. Oh wait, you know what? I'm using my light, and I normally use Snapples. I'm going down. I normally use my headlight. Oh, Snapples! I just took it out of the. It's like, uh-oh, I just took it out of the. Huh?
Maybe
It's not coming on. Anyways, okay. Well, then we'll just go with this. Hopefully because the hot light tends to be too bright. I've seen, and it doesn't light up the area just right. Okay. Rust effect paste, burnt sienna. That's the whole point. That's what we're using as far as coloring. Uh-oh, you just unplugged.
Sorry.
Thank you. I know you're trying, huh? You're trying to help me out like a good young man.
Good boy.
And I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, I'm not sure what happened with that one, huh? I don't know. Might have gotten unplugged from the wall down there. I really don't know. Not real sure. Crazy. So this is the first time I'm using this, but as you can see, oh Snapples. As you just a little bit, and move the light just a little bit.
The light or
the light, yeah, when you pulled the cord or something. I'm not sure what. It's okay. I think.
I'm pulling a different cord. So.
Okay. I thought that these two went really well together. So that's why I was going to use this color. I just thought it looked really good. And then you'll see that it looks good. Huh. Okay, they're trying to help me figure out that light situation, guys. Sorry about that. It's crazy. It's crazy. This is the butterfly that I would like to use with these as well. And then I've got some flowers that I thought would go just about perfect with the color scheme, you know, and the pretty girls. So I am fully prepared tonight. Well, not fully prepared. I've got a paintbrush tonight, so that's what I'm prepared in. It's dyed a little bit purple. It's okay.
I have to move it so I can turn the.
Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it right now. Thank you very much for all your help.
You don't want you breaking anything.
And then it's all right. It's all right. I'm not sure. It's weird, but it's okay. It's all good. It's all good. So
no
I got.
one has said anything just yet.
Okay. No problem. This is a odd night.
He found it.
He did. He found it. Look at you.
Keep going.
Is that too much light though?
It looks actually just about right.
Does it?
You want to see?
Oh yeah, it looks good.
Oh, it does, huh?
Yeah.
Well,
Weird.
awesome sauce. Awesome sauce. Thank you so much, bud. Look at you.
My little
Yeah,
hands
good
can't do
boy.
anything.
He's got some little hands to get in small places. You know. Yes, we know. And if you know my lives, I'm usually singing to you at some point in time. So I haven't worked a whole lot with the rust effect pastes, but I've seen the effect of them. Some of the effect, obviously, like not all the effect, but I've seen what they can do. Let me put it that way. I have seen what they can do, and they look like so much fun. I'm so happy to be working with them for the first time this past couple weeks. All right, just painting these, just getting all the nice, like all the corners and edges, because when I do lay it down, I really don't want there to be a lot of white spots per se, because I don't know, they seem to stick out like a sore thumb to me. I can see them, but then again, we are the artists, so we tend to see our own imperfections, but and no one else really does. No one else really picks up on those imperfections like we do, because we know about them. We know how it was, imperfect and what frustrated us. So, and I understand it's hard to get past that. It's hard to get over our mistakes, and we don't, you know, it's hard for us not to see them, whereas others are like, oh well, if you didn't, you know, didn't say anything, I wouldn't have, you know. I can't tell you how many times I've said that to other crafters and some of my cardist friends. It's like, well, I wouldn't have known if you didn't even say, you know, if you didn't say it. You know, it looks perfect to me, it looks great. So there's that. Anyways, just continuing to paint, paint, paint. And talk, talk, talk. Going, going, going. Here we go. I'm liking how this one is seeming a little coarser, shall I say? A little more coarse than,
of course.
nah, than the other one. It does. I don't know about you guys. Yeah, see how it just seems more coarse. It's got a little more texture in it, more of the rust or whatever, sand, I'm not sure, whatever's in this.
Of course it does. What's to do with airline?
What? That's probably why. It's because I pulled the paint from the actual bottle for the second face, whereas the first face I pulled from the lid. So that might have had some effect on it there. What? Okay. So, getting all the little nooks and crannies, The little one is kind of happy or kind of excited about being here tonight. There are normally several people in our lives, but
We're doing it early tonight.
it is, yeah, we're doing it early, and it is a different day. We normally are live on Wednesday evenings at 9 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, and it's a Sunday, and it's 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, exactly, it is all kinds of weird.
We hope to see new people.
We do hope to, yeah,
4
absolutely.
days and 3 hours. We're up by 4 days and 3 hours.
We're up by that much? Oh, wait, I think
we were a little late, so.
Yeah, we were a little late this evening. I know Miss Shannon, yeah, I'm not sure, but it is a Sunday. Who knows? Things could have crept up. People could have shown up. I know that's happened before.
If Miss Shannon were here, she'd say something that way.
Yeah.
So you're up by 4 days, 2 hours, and 43 minutes. No.
Yeah.
47 minutes.
43.
47.
Okay.
Because you're 13 minutes left.
Right. Okay.
You guys eat?
Yes.
I ate 2 plates.
I'm making some coffee.
Okay.
Tennant's doing some math over here, isn't he?
Yeah.
That's my favorite subject.
Yes.
So I kind of like
Math is my youngest one's favorite subject.
And Dad's.
Uh-oh, and then there's Dad calling. Dads are calling for some assistance. Yes. So like I was saying, it is our 10-year anniversary today. It totally crept up on me, right? Crept up on me. How could it creep up on a crafter? Yeah, and I should be shameful. I didn't create anything. I did not. I have done something every year for our anniversary, and for some reason, I am a bad girlfriend, wife, fiance. We're not officially married yet, but I feel so bad. I was like, oh my gosh.
There's a lot of gray area there.
I was just like, oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. He was like, don't worry about it. I don't want anything. I was like, well, it's not the fact that you wanted anything. It's like, I'm not necessarily buying you something. It's the thought that, you know, I made you something. And the past 4 years, I have made him like a book. I have altered a book, or I have.
Wait, the same book?
No. I've done a book each year. I've created one for him. Some of them I haven't posted, though. Most of them, I don't think I've posted. Because the first one was it was my very, very first mixed media anything, guys. It was one of my very first mixed media covers, anything like that. It was pretty compared to what I do now. It was.
Oh my goodness.
What?
I just realized what mixed media means.
What does it mean?
Like a bunch of different media. Like
mediums.
Painting and paper and
Yep.
canned. Oh my god.
Yeah. Yep. That's what mixed media is, love. Yep.
I've been trying to identify that for so long.
Oh, why didn't you ask?
Identify.
I figured you knew. Since you didn't
I
ask.
knew what you did, but it was just kind of like
You'd
I
never
didn't know
really,
the
like,
exact.
Pieced it together like really.
Oh, I understood
What is
exactly
this?
what you
Oh,
were
yeah.
doing. I just never had
It's
the
like the
words
roughing
for it.
of it.
Yeah, it's the rust effect. It's kind of cool. This is my first time really
Yeah.
working with the rust effects paste and
AV
stuff.
It looked like
It's pretty cool.
the tattoo gun one. It felt
Oh,
like
it
that.
does, doesn't it? It
could look
does.
like that.
But I made it on my own, and I guess Finnabair has too. This is Finnabair's version of what Mommy made.
You did you did the one with the black rocks. Like the
Black
rocks.
rocks. Oh yeah, with the sand. With
Yeah,
the
the
sand.
sand.
Black sand. Yep,
Mhm.
that's exactly what it is. Yep.
We want the
Okay, so there's
Dinner.
those. It doesn't close, buddy. Okay. And then, let's see. Okay, I got those rust and I got these rust. Okay, then I'm going to do some wax. So, I don't know if I should do these rust or not. I'm not going to do those rust, no. Okay.
I like how you're just like having a conversation with yourself in your head.
Right? And I'm, but
no
yet,
one's following.
no one's
and
like,
he
huh?
over here just squishing my face.
Can you
Wish.
put this brush in a cup of water? Otherwise, it'll get stuck just like that. Thank you very much. All right, so we've got these and we've got those. All right, here we go. Here we go. Do 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 do. All right. Make sure to clean up my area just a little bit. Oop. Okay, because I don't want all the rust getting all over, you know, the back of this here.
I'm surprised there's only 2 people watching, but like you said, different day.
Oh, there's
different
2
time.
people here?
Yeah.
Well, say hello, everyone. Hello, hello. Say hello. I'm happy you are here. Thank you for being here. I apologize if I hadn't said hello to you already. I've just now realized you're
I
here.
think you have.
Well, I guess I've been talking. I guess I just haven't, yeah, gotten,
Address certain
been reciprocated or whatnot, whatever you want to call it. I don't curse.
reciprocated.
And that's going to go under there, but again, it's going to be hidden a little bit. It will be hidden. We've got our Fabulous Creative Minds die cuts that I was going to put in here. Thank you, love. We've got our water with our brush over there. I was thinking of distressing these with the rusty hinge. I thought about doing that. I thought the rusty hinge would go pretty well with this.
Mhm.
I could be wrong, but I was thinking.
What's a hinge?
A hinge to like a door.
Oh, it tends to like the door. I thought
That's the name of the color, the distress ink.
Oh,
Rusty hinge.
I thought it was like a hinge to like the door.
And I do like this. This is a Prima Marketing Dresden trim, a gold rosette. And I was thinking of cutting this in half to fill up some of the bottom, but it would also go underneath. So if I did use this, it would actually be the first thing that went down. It would be the first thing that goes down, and it would go on each one. So it would be in half. So I can go ahead and cut it in half.
Want me to cut that in half for you?
No, I got it, love.
Okay.
Thank you.
I was going to help out a little bit.
Thank you very much. You've been helping out a lot. Are you kidding me? What?
I'm sorry.
Put your hand in there. Wave. Be like, hey, I fixed the light, guys.
Yeah, I did. I'm sweating a little bit. My nose.
It can get a little hot in here.
Can I like see? Could do like that at the bottom.
Could, but then I'd be covering up a lot of my pretty flowers down there. I want to keep those.
Or you can do it like that at the top.
So I was because they're both the same this time. I know Caden always gives me a hard time. He was like, why do you always do the opposite sides? He was like, that's, and I was like, well,
I like it. I just don't know if other people would like it.
it's because it's so symmetrical. I'm like, well, I don't know. It's just what I do. It's like, I just try to make it, I guess, opposite of each other. Just, I don't know, keep it interesting. Not real sure. I don't really have there's really no rhyme or reason, basically, is what I'm trying to say to it. So I was thinking of doing something like that. See, this would need to be covered, obviously, because we don't want it. Or we could kind of do something like what Tanner was suggesting and putting it not on the side, but I mean, putting it underneath the burlap here. We could do something like that. You know, that kind of looks cool. What do you guys think?
Yeah.
Yes? No?
I like it.
Like it? Looks good? Okay, and then basically we would just do the same thing to this side.
And if you look closely, you can see it under it.
Right?
bit.
It looks good. Okay, and then, you know, she would go here. Okay, yeah, that looks good, right? Okay. Okay. We do have some vintage gold metallic wax that we're going to be using. This is the Prima Marketing, and that's going to be on top of the clay pieces. So we're going to highlight all the layers of the clay with gold to go with the gold that's here, obviously. The rusty hinge, I'm liking it, but I don't know. I'm kind of, it might bother me. I'm going to have to get a white piece of paper. You want to do me a, wait. It's like, here, I think I got a white piece of paper in the trash here. If, will you get my distress pad, buddy?
Oh, I just realized
It should
this
be
is
on the
same name as
desk.
The last one. I forgot to change the name.
Oh, the
Still
change.
in steampunk
I-
grunge cards.
Can you still? I think you might still be able to. I'm not sure if you can or not.
I'll try.
Yeah, it should be on top of the black ink pad on the desk.
Is it on top of the
Actually,
Ranger ink pad?
yep, it should be a tall thing. Yeah, I think that's gonna work.
No.
Oh, someone said hi.
Someone said hi. Hey,
Miss
hello.
DD. Miss
Hello.
D.
What's up, Miss D? How you doing
What would you call
tonight?
this one, Jess?
This one is going to be, you know, I don't know. I guess shabby chic. I maybe a shabby chic, feminine shabby chic postcards. I gotta get my distress pad here. It's right there. Okay, excuse me.
I put Shabby.
Okay.
You can
No, I can't sit on you, bud.
Like Shabby slash chic?
Shabby space chic. CHIC. Just in case. I didn't know if you knew how to, you know, just in case, because it's one of those words. You know, it's one of those words. Okay. So what I'm going to do with these, since I decided I do like the color, let me show you the color. I just saw it just barely on the side. I like that color. I think that color is going to work out very nice with the color. So what I was going to do is I was going to distress these with them. And what I can do is I can use more packaging. Thank you. More
said, oh, Good was playing with Cricket since last night, taking a break, deciding what to do.
Oh, Cricket. I've got one of those. I don't use it often enough, but I do have one. I'll admit it. But I wish I used it more. I just don't. Why? I do a lot of mixed media. I don't know. I just recently bought a Sizzix, you know, die cutter machine. So I don't know. I use the Cricut. I use the Cricut for a lot of the mixed media. I'm sorry, mixed media. A lot of my like larger home decor paper projects. That's what I use the Cricut for. Other than that, I haven't really used it. My husband probably honestly uses it more than I do.
Miss D said made a grill and some flowers.
Made a grill?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, a paper grill. Yeah, 3D or.
Miss Tiffany said, "Hey Jess, smiley face."
Hey, Miss Tiffany, how you doing, lady? Thanks for coming. It's a weird time, I know. It's kind of weird for me, right?
And I'm here too.
Cool on the grill, though, Miss D. That's awesome. That's really awesome. I there's some of the like 3D mixed media, 3D project paper.
Miss D said 3D.
Oh wow! See, it's got some patience right there, lady. Got some patience. I think that color looks okay. Yeah, I think that's going to kind of ritzy it up a little bit. What do you think? I think it's a little ritzy. We've got this. It's because of the color combos down here. We'll find out. I'm not sure. because I've got to put the gold on top of this one too. So still got some things to do. Some things to do. Some things to do. How's everyone doing today? I know Miss D said she was taking a break.
Miss Tiffany said I was browsing to find something to watch while I clean my desk. Now I will chat and watch.
Yay! Well,
Oh, wait.
thanks for coming.
Jess,
What's up?
everyone's like 30 minutes late.
Oh.
You guys are in the tardy party.
Tardy party, tardy party. Who brought donuts and cookies and milk and stuff? Caden usually brings the milk.
So it's your guys' turn. Miss D said, end of month, I'm doing a 3D horse coming out of the wall. Oh, wow.
What? 3D horse coming out of the wall. What?
She's making pop-up cards.
Oh my gosh. No. That takes some patience. It does. Like people are like, oh, why don't you have the patience for sewing? Or why don't you have the patience? It's like, it takes another level of patience or a different kind of patience. Like you've got to, yeah, it's not that I don't want to, or I don't think they're awesome or beautiful. It's just the patience level.
Miss Tiffany said, I had no idea you were going live today. Oh, sorry. Face.
Oh, no worries. I did do a little Caden did do a little advertisement for us yesterday evening. Oh, yay! Yay!
No.
But, it wasn't a 24-hour notice or anything like that. It was just a little quick something. We're just doing it to replace the one that we missed on Wednesday, basically. Just to kind of stay consistent. We had some family come into town, and it was spontaneous. We spontaneously decided to, I did, go to a water park and have fun, and it's like, okay. And that all happened on Wednesday. So I stayed the night with my mom's house, which was very unusual.
All right, you guys can have some milk.
It was just one of those unusual, just spontaneous, spur of the moment kind of things. It was definitely not something that happens every day. So this is to kind of replace that. Not kind of, it is to replace that. Let me get that right. So now I'm just distressing the two crafty chipboard little frames I have here. Just to, keep it cohesive. I want to keep the pieces cohesive. I want them to all match. So this is kind of what I'm doing to keep it all together. So there's that. Well, that was good.
SNS Craft said, hey, sweetie.
Hey, sugar. What's up, lady? You're awake. I knew you said you didn't know if you were going to be awake or not. I know it's early. It is definitely early over there.
Where does she live?
Indonesia.
That's on the other side of the world.
Yeah, so we're a 12 to 13 hour difference. So yeah,
what you making today?
Today we are making feminine, like shabby chic postcard cards. The story behind, I'm making them for a receptionist. My husband and I just recently, long story short.
She's in Malaysia. Please.
Oh, I'm sorry, Malaysia. I apologize. Recently had a very good experience at a doctor's office, and as we all know, good experiences nowadays
hard to find.
is hard to find. It's rare. So I wanted to do a little something for the doctor and the doctor's office and the receptionist who really, really helped my husband. If it wasn't for her, we wouldn't have gotten the help that we got, that he has now. So I'm really I'm grateful. So we wanted to do something special. I wanted to do something for them. And he's a University of Miami fan, and we are too. I've actually made University of Miami art for my husband. Of course, I don't make it to sell it because obviously that's, I don't want to get in any trouble. Not that I've used any of their stuff and sold it, but still, this is the point. I just don't even want to go down that road. No, thank you. Not going to mess with that. So, but now I'm going over it with the Prima Marketing metallic vintage gold wax. That's what I'm going over her face with, just to kind of highlight her face and bring in the gold. So, and I wanted to make it rusty and shabby chic.
Miss Sugar said, I couldn't sleep, decided to watch your live. Going to be 7 a.m.
I figured it would be.
We're at 6:47.
Okay, yeah, because we did start late. Today is marks my fiance and our 10-year anniversary. We have been together for 10 years.
Oh,
So
yeah.
we celebrate a little late. So that's why we were a little late even coming on this evening. We were supposed to come on right at 6, and we didn't. I think it was about 6:15 or something, Caden? Something like
I
that?
think so, yeah. No, 6:13.
6:13,
Tanner
okay.
actually remembered that number.
You guys were 4 hours. No, 4 days, 2 hours, and 47 minutes.
47 minutes late from our original lives on
Yeah.
Wednesday nights. Yeah, you did the math on that. So I don't know. I'm wondering if these are even going to work. I liked the color, but I'm not sure if it's going to work out. I like it, but yet with the gold and stuff, it seems like it's a little too country, shall I say, if that's the right word. Might not. So let's see. This is looking really good like this so far, though. All right. The keys, I was going to have the keys in here as well, the wooden keys. Those were going to go in here with these. These were going to go underneath her. It's going to go underneath her here, right? It's coming along there. It's definitely different. I like it though. It's different.
Miss Tiffany said, "Hey, Kaden, who's the other helper today? I hear that's Tanner's here."
Tanner is here with us tonight as well. He hasn't normally on our lives it's about his bedtime, so he's usually not here with us, but he has helped quite a bit this evening. The light situation was funky, so he fixed that for us tonight too. So that's Mr. Tanner. He is my 9-year-old. Let's see. I do have a couple of stamps. I thought about using these stamps in the background. Probably not
Miss
this one.
Said, "Hey, Tanner."
Hi. So there's that. Let's see. I want to make sure I like my composition here, because this is going to go over the line to kind of cover the line of the berries here. Berries, flowers, whatever you want to call them. Calls them. Where'd it go? There it is. My other key. And then this key would cover that one, right? And then go. See, that key's a little bit bigger. So do.
Miss
Like
Sugar
that.
said, "High five for Tanner."
High five. Boom. All right. Oops. Let's see. Okay, I'm liking it so far. What do you guys think? There's people here now, so yeah, we can talk. For the first little bit, there was no one here. So it's nice to have you guys here. So this color really didn't work out. So I'm thinking of a different kind of reddish color. Or I could just do my normal. No, I don't want to do my normal black. I want to do black. I want to do black. No, I don't want to do black. So I've got these flowers. I was going to work with these flowers too. And I've got quotes. Thought about using some of this here. I don't know. It might be too much. I just got a bunch of stuff. You know how I am, guys. I get a few things out and then we kind of go from there. So I'm thinking I can go ahead and put those down. I just want to make sure I'm happy with it. Are we happy with the way it looks? I think we're happy. I think. Oh no, the hinge might be too much now.
Miss Sugar said, "By the way, good job, Kaden. Really love hearing your voice at the back." Thank you.
Good job, buddy.
Thank you.
Not you.
Okay. So yeah, I'm liking this composition. Otherwise, I think a lot of the other things are just too much. Once I add the flowers and stuff, I think it'll be fine. What do you guys think? I think it'll be okay.
Yeah.
I do. Now, should I color the keys or should I just leave the keys the natural wood?
Color them, I think.
I'm thinking color them too.
This one, like this color, that goldish color, I'd do that for the keys.
Okay, we're thinking.
Miss Sugar said, "Put the hinge at the back of the key. Try."
That might work.
Miss Tiffany said, "Very pretty."
Thank you, Miss Tiffany. It's a little different for me, right? Oh, I kind of like that. Oh,
Hayden, what What are you doing?
Okay, I like that.
Miss Tiffany, did I tell you Miss Tiffany said very pretty?
Yeah, yeah.
Okay.
All right. Nice suggestion, Sugar. I do. I like that. That makes it look a little more full up there, and it props the key up a little bit, and it also stabilizes the chipboard there too. Oh, Snapples, the chipboard there too. Perfect. Thank you very much for that suggestion. See, that's why I love doing these things, talking with you guys, and we have good conversations. Yeah. And we're cleaning our craft areas and having a good time. Yes, I love it. So Tanner was saying that I should wax these gold. I should put gold on these. So that's what he was saying, which I think would be good because then it would, or would that be too much gold though in that one area? What do you think?
What I think, if not, if you don't want to do too much gold, yeah, do that one.
Vintage silk. This is the vintage silk wax. So this is a very light color. Let's try it. We can try it on the other side of the key. Doesn't have to be, we don't have to do it on the front part because we can see what it looks like. See if we like it, okay?
Okay. Oh, you just use your finger?
Can barely really see much of a change, huh? It does shine. It does, see, I don't know. Can you guys see that? I'm not sure. It's very, very faint.
Miss Sugar said mix golden chrome if you have.
Golden chrome, golden chrome. Chrome would be silver. I do have silver. Will you go in the pink bucket on the bottom straight ahead?
Miss Sugar says Tanner has a good idea.
Yeah, I was thinking, I didn't know if the gold would be too much right there. Because there's gold here, then there's gold on top there, and then there would be gold again. Because I want to color the hinge too. The hinge has got to be a color. Let's.
Brushed iron?
Yes, brushed iron. That's it. Yeah, see, it doesn't really change the color. It's more of I'd say it's more of a topper. I want to say Tiffany might have a good video on these. Actually, I want to say I remember watching a video because I was looking up suggestions for what waxes to buy first. And I want to say she said vintage silk was, it'll wash right off.
Silver, more like bronze.
Oh, more like bronze. Okay. It's okay. It's a wax.
I was going to show him what the iron looked like.
You can show him. You want to put your finger in there? That is the brushed iron. This is the metallic brushed iron that Tanner went and got for me. Now I see what you're saying. She's saying get the bronzer colors and the coppers.
Okay.
So will you bring the bronze and coppers to me? I see what she's saying now. I see the light. I see the light.
Bronze and
Huh. That's interesting. White gold. Yes, please.
which
Interesting.
color is brown, right?
Yeah, it's those
More
browns,
brown.
rusty colors. The browns, rusty ones. Oh, that's interesting.
So I have rich copper and red amber. For
So
like
probably
two
copper.
different shades.
Great. I'll take them both. That's great. That's awesome. That actually is
I'm
kind of
gonna go
cool too.
wash my hands.
Interesting. That's an interesting color right there as well. It's almost, it seems like it's almost the color of the cardboard, but it's not. It's the white gold. I like that. It's a cool color. I haven't used all of these waxes, and they all do react a little bit differently to different products, and they come off a different color. So here's the red amber, which I'm pretty sure Sugar was more talking about, was the red amber and the rich copper. So the colors are a little bit different. Okay, I see. Okay. I like it. That one is pretty, that one's probably spot on right there.
Never mind.
Okay.
What?
That one's probably spot on right there.
I thought I saw them in those comments.
I'm thinking, I really like this one. I think that one's going to be right. Let's try it out, guys. Let's see. Thank you, Sugar, again for another awesome suggestion. Let's try the back of this. Let's just go ahead and try the back of this key. Oh, perfect. Okay. Okay. You see that?
Oh yeah. Is that the red amber or the copper?
This is the copper. This one is the rich copper, guys. Rich copper. And this is the wooden stem key that I was just trying it on, and I think that color is going to be perfect.
Miss Sugar said yes.
Yes, exactly. Thank you, Miss Sugar. Thank you, thank you. So that's what I'm going to do now. I'm just going to use my finger and just lightly, basically use my finger as a paintbrush and paint the. I know it smells so good.
No, look at it.
I know it's a softer wax. There, I've noticed each of the lines are a little bit different, and the names do matter. So that one is, I'm not sure which is that's
It's the red amber.
extravagance or what. If it's it's not a metallic, because a metallic is more. It's a little bit harder. It's not as soft as what Tanner has there.
It's red amber.
It's an antique brilliance. That's why the antique brilliance is a little. It's a softer wax. I don't. If that makes sense. I hope that makes sense.
Wax.
I hope it does.
If you rub it, look what it looks like.
It looks pretty.
Very pretty.
I like
I don't know
it.
if you
Does
guys
this-
can
is
see
these
this,
the
but
ones that
that's
smell
what it looks like when you rub it on your finger.
That's
looks like a
he's very
glass
excited to
texture.
be here tonight, huh? Yeah, he's jumping up and down.
Are
He's
these
like,
the ones
yay!
that smell good?
Yes, these are the ones that smell like. They don't smell like candy, but they smell like perfume. They smell really, really, really good. They smell ridiculously good, actually. They shouldn't smell that good.
And if you rub it on your finger, you can see that it actually sparkles if you move it.
Oh, yeah, lots of shimmer, huh?
Yeah, that's the shimmer on the red amber.
Well, thanks for the heads up, bud. Appreciate that.
It doesn't look too shimmery without rubbing it, but once you start rubbing it, it does start to get its shimmer.
It starts to shimmer once you spread it out a little bit,
Like
huh?
if you tilt it like this, you can actually see like the shimmer down here.
Oh, yeah. I like that. It's like a light effect, huh?
Can you put it like
It's
an
7
angle?
p.m.
7 p.m.
But so much time has gone by and it's still like, what, 30 minutes?
Yeah, it doesn't feel like that long at all when you're like going and doing it, you know?
47
It
minutes.
doesn't feel like that long. Just making sure I got enough coverage here over everything. I don't want too many, cracks in the wood showing up, Kind of want to keep it covered. Okay.
I was gonna help you with this making the colors, but I guess you already got that one.
Yeah, I like it. It looks great.
Actually, after you get done with the with the copper, you should put like a little streak of it down, streak of the red amber down it.
I'm not sure. It's a little more like that color. I was trying to.
Yeah. Do you have another one on
Miss
your
Sugar
tubes?
said add a little gold, like a little
Nope.
highlight.
A little what?
She said add a little gold, like a little highlight.
Onto the key?
Maybe like a little streak.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, okay. I think that's a good idea. And then we've got these here. Yep, these. And here's the vintage gold.
Vintage gold? Oh yeah.
Yeah,
I
it's
do
like
the
that.
line?
It's like that gold.
Yeah, I'll be right back.
Can I do the other key? What do you want to do?
Sure.
It's fine if you want to do it.
Here, car lights are on.
Are they?
Our car lights?
That's samples.
Tanner, can you please go get the keys from Dad?
Yeah.
Actually,
All right, there's a little bit of. Yep, that looks good. I like that.
I'll be right back. I'm
That's
gonna
really
go
good.
turn those off.
I'll do
Perfect.
the
Then maybe I'll do the hinges gold. So that might work out pretty good. Okay, because then that one's more of like a the rich copper. No, it's not the rich. Yeah, it's the rich copper background, and then this will stick out pretty good, I think, behind it. Don't cover a lot of it. Just literally just brush your finger across it just a little bit. Doesn't have to be perfect. Actually, the less perfect, the better, usually, in my experience.
Right, you haven't said anything.
So, now I'm just kind of.
Miss Sugar said, yes, that looks good. That looks good. That.
Okay, yeah, that's coming together there. That's coming together. This right here. Yes. See, it was taking those out of the packaging was actually it's kind of difficult. Okay. Liking it. Not liking it. I'm loving it.
I'm McDonald's in it.
I'm loving it.
I'm McDonald's in it.
Excuse me, goodness.
I'm McDonald's.
All right, just
We're not sponsored by McDonald's.
right. We're not.
How
You're
do you
right.
not do this?
go, nice and gold. Okay, awesome sauce. Then we got Tanner. Tanner did the brushing of the gold on this key, as you can see.
Do you think
Looks
it
good. Looks
Anybody
good.
think it looks good?
No.
I think it looks great. Be nice. That looks awesome. There we
Miss
go.
Tiffany said, I have to
Thank
go.
you.
Abby's being a diva and needs me. Oh, bye, Jess.
Aw.
Cards are looking amazing.
It's okay, love. Have a good one, okay? I'll see you in a little while. See you next time.
Do you know Jess?
What?
How old is Abby?
10? Because her brother's 12.
Goodness.
I believe her brother's 12 or just turned 13. Actually, no, because he's in the 8th grade. No, he's going into the 9th grade, isn't he? I think
Miss
he's...
Sugar said, good job, Tanner.
Thank you. At least somebody appreciates me.
We do appreciate you. All right, let's see. Yep, let me put that lid. Just keeping it all
said
organized.
He really has a good eye for this.
And Miss Tiffany also said, good job, Tanner.
Thank you. Tiffany, I thought you were leaving.
He has given me some good suggestions before, actually. Tanner is actually pretty good at this stuff.
I have learned.
He is pretty good at it. But he has, yeah, I was going to say, he has, he has been around for a while. I'm going to put these, now I'm going to just put a little bit of Fabri-tac just on the back of this here, just to
Tiffany
get it
said-
glued.
Yeah, Miss Tiffany said Mateo is 12 and is going into the 7th grade. And Abby
Oh,
just
shoot.
turned 8 and going into 3rd.
Oh my gosh,
And
okay.
Miss Tiffany said, I am now leaving your
I'm
hair.
going into Fortnite now. I'm not 4th grade now.
Fortnite,
I'm
that's
now going to go into
hilarious. That is hilarious.
I said I'm going to go into Fortnite now.
That is too funny. Anyways, okay. I thought they were a little bit older than they were.
Yeah, Miss Tiffany said, I'm leaving now.
Have a great night. Hopefully she doesn't give you too much trouble.
Your hair.
Drama queen. I know. I'm trying to see what I'm doing here, though.
No, it's my joking.
Okay, there we go. One on each side. All right. So then now this needs to go down. The frame needs to go down. All right. So I'm just going to put a little bit on each little dot, basically. So, or well, each little part of the frame, each, the 4 corners, let's put it that way. And then these actually just go away just kind of like hot glue. It's actually kind of neat. I figured that out too. That's kind of cool how the Fabri-tac works. All right, let's see. Then this goes right about here. I'm just going to put that down. Yeah, right about there. Right? Yep, just like that. And same thing with this one. We did distress this with the distress ink. We did do it with the rusty hinge, but it looks different being on this colored cardboard. So it actually worked out a little bit better on that cardboard than the perfectly white paper. I didn't like the way it turned out on the perfectly white paper. It was just a little too, had a little too much of a cowboy, I guess, feel to it. I guess that's the best way I can put it. But it looked like it was going to go well. It didn't. Oh well. We roll with the punches. Not a problem.
Nobody punches me, though.
That's the cool thing about crafting is it's like, oh well, okay, then never mind. That's not going to work. You thought it, we thought it was, but in the end, it didn't end up working. No big deal. We'll through it.
Goodness. What'd you do?
So, working through. I'm not sure. I have a new person in my crafting room this time, so he's kind of he's messing around with things, and I'm not sure what I'm not sure what's going on over there.
I guess he knocked some stuff down.
That's what it sounded like. It's like, uh-oh. And we are about to move, guys. I don't know. I'm not sure.
I think we've mentioned this.
Yeah, that's what I was just going to say. I was like, I'm not sure if we mentioned it. I want to say we did on our last live, but we'll continue to mention it every live until we move. Sorry about all the noise.
Sorry.
We done?
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
done now.
All right. Awesome.
Yay.
We are about to move, so there might be a couple weeks where we're not doing any lives. So I was thinking of over the next couple weeks doing a couple extra lives just to make up for the lives that we probably are going to be missing due to the move. We're not moving too far away or anything. We're just moving to, one of the next towns. My mom and her husband are actually having to move back to California to help his dad, basically. To help take care of him. So it's for a good reason. I'm gonna miss her. But we're taking over their house, basically, is what I'm trying to get at. So they don't have to, put it up for sale and deal with all of that kind of stuff, or deal with renters. And I'm sure some of you how messy that can actually get. So trying to decide whether to hang her off a little bit, or no, I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm just gonna kind of like that. Hang the key. I wanted the key about right there is why. So I'm trying to make sure I place the key properly so I can place her properly. Right? Okay. I think that'll work. Maybe just a little bit more over. Yeah, okay. That's it. That's the cool thing about Fabri-tac too, I've learned, is that it is repositionable. It's a little more repositionable than tacky glue. Tacky glue is a little bit quicker to tack. Let me just put it that way. It's a little quicker to tack. I'm sorry, that was just funny. I couldn't help myself. So let me put a little more tacky glue on the back of that one. I wasn't quite as generous because I can feel on this one it's not moving as much. So I need to put a little bit more on that one. And then same thing with this key and this lady. This, like I said, this week we actually are doing them the same direction. So it's kind of weird. I'm used to doing the opposite sides. But this week we are not doing opposite sides. So, and then I'm just going to Fabri-tac the back of this. And then the fun begins. Now it's going to be up to flowers and decorating, and well, not that we're not decorating. You know what I mean.
Like the flowers and stuff.
We're going to start doing, we're going to start actually finishing it and putting it together. Besides this was more not meticulous work, but more of the more detailed type stuff, the stuff we had to get down before we could do all the other poppy mixed media 3D stuff. Right, so there we are. We're good. I'm thinking of adding just a little dot or two right on the back of the top of her head, because I have a feeling she's gonna be a little droopy up top there if I don't. So I'm going to get a couple of little dots. I'm going to use a little bit of tacky glue, one on each side, just to make it, I don't want her to fall off. You know what I'm saying? I don't want anything to fall off over time. I know.
Sugar said it's already gorgeous.
Thank you. It's coming along pretty well, I say. We are our worst critics. We are always our own worst critics. So, yeah, it's a little different for me. I'm liking it though. It's a little more shabby or chic than I'm used to, shall I say, if that's the right way to put it. Oh, I got it stuck on my under my nail there. There we go. And then, okay, I did take that one off already. I'm getting kind of dirty tonight. Yeah. Dirty. I am getting dirty. Oh, look, she's looking at you. Sorry, being silly.
Is that a cow?
Oh.
I had to be a little silly. I had to be. There's just no reason not to be. Got to bring out the silliness. We are a pretty silly family, by the way. We do. We love to laugh, don't we, guys?
Yes.
We're pretty silly.
Much laugh.
We make, not that we make fun of each other, but I mean, we have fun with one another. We have to. Life is too short. Too short. All right, here she goes. She's going to go here on this one.
Sugar said hee.
Probably about us giving each other a hard time.
Yeah.
You're so silly, Caden. All right, so then there she is. Right, yeah, see, she did need a little propping up. See, that's perfect. She's propped up just perfectly. That is just beautiful. I'm hoping you can I don't want to move too much. Of course, at the end of the video, I'll show you how, she's propped up a little bit, but.
Make sure to say you guys are cute.
Thank you. We have fun. We have fun. All right, so is it flower time? I'm thinking it's flower and quote time.
It's flower time. We just got over 1 hour. It's like 1 hour 20 seconds right now.
Oh, sweet. And look, we're making. Oh my God! Look, I'm not. Oh my God! I'm sorry. I didn't mean to say that. I forgot to add these little boogers.
Good. Boogers.
These little boogers. These little boogers. These little boogers were meant for this. Maybe it's too much. Maybe I think, it might be everything is meant to be the way it's, maybe these weren't meant to go on here. I don't know if my hair's in the way. I hope it's not. But I don't know. They might not go in here. No, maybe not. Maybe I'll use them for something completely different another time. Or I could use them down at the bottom.
I don't know.
I can always cut them. Like, I can always cut. I don't have to use them the way they are. I can cut that off and cut that off maybe. And then put the flowers there. That might work. I can cut the ends off. We'll see. We'll see. We'll try it and see how it goes.
I would cut it right there. Like right where it's not on the paper.
We might.
Sugar said
We'll see.
underneath the sunflower.
Like slide it underneath the sun. See, I thought about doing that. I did. I thought about that. Sliding it underneath the sunflower. Because I kind of liked it. I liked it filling in some of the empty space over here. That's why I did these. Is because they filled up. Or the lace dye. Yeah, I could try that.
Sorry if I'm not pronouncing your name right.
I called her Sugar. That's what I call. I call her Sugar.
One way.
Sugar.
Sugar.
No, you can call it
Me Sugar said go under. Just.
Yeah, go under.
Yeah. Like put it under.
Yeah, I know. I'm just trying to, seeing if the what you call it? These things are so delicate. I think it will work underneath there. I do. So I'm gonna go ahead and put some. I'm gonna cut those little ends off for one, so it's a little extra, or a little less that I'm having to tuck under. And then I'm going to put some Fabri-tac on here.
I just realized as Jeff gets more and more popular, I'm going to be able to read less and less comments.
Because it's going to be harder to keep up, huh?
Yeah.
I assume that's what you're meaning. Okay. Yeah. Now maybe I wonder if I could go underneath it with a pencil to kind of lift it up. So it's clean. I don't know. That's not going to work, is it? I had a feeling that was going to happen. Woo. That's why. Shoot a bug. Shoot a bug. Shoot a bug. Okay. I don't know. It's not wanting to go under there. It's not wanting to stay.
Your hair.
I can't help it right now.
Okay.
I'm trying to figure. It's not wanting to stay. It's not wanting to go under there and stay. It wants to pop right back out. Let's see. I do that. Maybe. But see, then I've got the messy. I guess I can. All right, let's see here. I like that. That's what I intended it to be. I wish I hadn't forgotten. That's all. I just wish I hadn't forgotten. Would have been a much easier transition. So we roll with it and keep going. All right. All right. Now, going to do the same thing with this one. These are very, very delicate. I will tell you guys, super, super delicate. Out of all the chipboards I've worked with, I will say Scrapineic is the what can I say? Most delicate chipboard I've ever worked with. Like Creative Embellishments, I would say is probably the sturdiest chipboard. You can do quite a bit to it, and it won't fall apart too much on you. You can do quite a bit to it before it starts to, before the chipboard becomes compromised, is what I'm trying to say. That's exactly what I'm trying to say.
Mission compromised.
So, but Scrapineic I've used just like today for the first time. It's very, very delicate. Can't do a lot with it. Plus, this is a delicate design, so I got to give it that too. The design is delicate, so that comes into play. Yeah. So it looks like the Fabri-tac actually it sticks pretty quick once it sticks. Also, this is my first time besides last night using Fabri-tac, so I'm pretty happy with it. I'm liking it so far. It's keeping very well, and this one's much cleaner this time versus this one where it got a little compromised. Okay, but we can always, cover it up with some flowers or something like that if we need to. So here we go. Flower time. Flower time. So I was thinking of using some of these flowers as the main flower. Okay. So I was going to pull these out and use them. So I like these two. Oh, this is beautiful. Look at that one. These are very pretty here. This one's big. This is a big old flower, isn't it? It's a big old beautiful flower. Okay. Which I can use on this one, since it has the most naked space out of the two cards. Between the two, this one has the most naked space. So I'm thinking this flower can go on this card.
Mission said cover it with glitters.
Yes, that's true. I could. I do have some mica flakes. I could use some mica flakes.
Alright.
So
If you want me to get the glitter, I can.
I can always
glitter.
do that. I don't know if I want to use any leaves or not. I was just pulling the leaves out just in case, because I wasn't real sure if I wanted to use leaves. So, I like that there. Glitter. That's a lot of glitter. Holy moly.
She's got some gold glitter, some jumbo type, shiny type glitter thing. She's got this white, like, shiny glitter, different
like
colors.
Snow glitter.
And then she's got blue glitter.
And then blue glitter. All of those were bought for specific projects, too.
Yeah, these are for the PTK.
Like, yep, for Phi Theta Kappa. That's it. You got it. I made a scrapbook album for Phi Theta Kappa. I don't know. It's probably been 2-3 years now. When I was, well, not that I'm still not in college, but when I was a little more active than I am now in Phi Theta Kappa, I made a scrapbook album for our chapter. So that's what the blue glitter was for. The blue and the gold, actually. Blue and gold. They were both for that. So, and then here I like this one maybe. Or no, maybe this one. See, they're both the same size, so that's not going to work. So I need a smaller one. So I'm thinking, there we go. That's a little better. I just needed a smaller flower because I don't want it competing with this flower. So this is going to be the main flower then this will be the second flower. I think that looks pretty good, kind of like that actually. Doesn't hide the clock, and we still got some flowers going on over here. Now, do we want to add leaves? I think leaves are going to be too much. I really do.
Yeah.
I think, yeah, that's
and plus they're not,
too much.
They don't look good.
There's not a lot of green on our surfaces, shall I say? Is that the right?
Card?
There's not a lot of green. Like, we're not showing a lot of green, so it doesn't make sense to have a lot of green, right?
Mhm.
So maybe that one there. Okay, that looks kind of pretty. I do have some. Go ahead.
Never mind.
Okay.
I thought I saw one.
It's okay. Do have some butterflies I wanted to use here. So I did want to use this one, obviously. And we'll use this one on, I'm thinking, this card.
Sugar said unless you
Thin leaves.
thin leaves, those cats look like ferns.
Oh, okay.
I'm so
Unless you use the
confused.
thin leaves. She's saying she's saying use the thin leaves. Otherwise, yeah, I know what she's saying.
Unless
It looks like fern leaves
Uh,
because they're big and they're wide.
yeah, okay.
So that's what she's saying, is that they don't look right. And I agree with her. I agree. I think she's right.
Either have the leaves looking like this.
You know what? I think I like one of these flowers a little better than this flower. I don't know. And see, we can always, you don't have to use the flower just the way it is. You can always kind of prop it up, and we can put some gold accents on these with the wax too. So it doesn't have to, you can always alter. But I know Sugar's the queen of alterations and upcycles. Holy moly. Anyone here or anyone coming to see the video, Sugar does some awesome upcycles and awesome stuff. She made some robots out of recycled materials I wouldn't even begin how to just even come up with, to even think about. The fact that she thought about it and did it. Oh my gosh, it was just amazing. So yeah, go check out her account, guys, please. She's got some amazing stuff. Amazing creativity for what she has available to her, because being in Malaysia, she doesn't have there's only so much she's got, she doesn't, and it costs so much money to get stuff shipped. So it's amazing. Check her out. So there is that one.
If you want me to take the stuff that you're not using right now, I could.
Okay. You can put the tacky glue back. You can put some let's see,
You're
I
not
thought I
gonna
had
need your tacky glue?
no. You can put these back over there.
Surprising.
What about
Okay.
your flowers?
No, I'm trying to decide what
Miss Sugar
flowers to
said, "Thank you,
use.
gal."
Oh, you're welcome. Thank you. Thank you for your support too. And then just put those away on my table because I can't use them. All right, and then that's it for now. You can put the glitter back. I'm not going to use the glitter this time. I might. So here's this burlap. We might use this burlap kind of in the, I don't know. Not that I'm going to. I was just thinking. I was like, so I forgot. Yeah, I had some burlap there to kind of maybe tie it in. I'm not sure. I don't know. Since it is extra, I'm not doing anything with it. What's it doing? Maybe just try to put it in there just as, I don't know, it might be a little tacky. What do you think? It might be a little like, this seems like she just stuck a piece of burlap in there. It's like, did she just do that? Did she do that just now? We could use some sayings too to kind of
Miss Sugar said, "Nah."
no. All right. Yeah, they don't look quite right. They did really look like they were pieces of burlap just stuck in there. Like, let me just pop that in there somewhere. Oh my gosh. I entertain myself. All right, I kind of like that. That one looks better together. Better together, better together. I wonder, maybe I should put a flower here. What do you think? Should I put a flower there? I'm not sure. I am not entirely sure. I don't know. It looks a little like I just put it there. There's a lot of I just put it there going on tonight, guys. I just put it there. Yeah, that's right, because we said this one was competing with that one.
This is a lot of flowery stuff, like viney and stuff.
It is, isn't it? It is a little, yeah. And I'm thinking some vintage gold might need to go on the red vines just a little bit here and there. Just to kind of Yeah.
Miss Sugar said that's quite nice. The second one.
The second, okay. There we go. Okay, I'm liking that better already. Just kind of makes it look a little richer, you know? Little, oh no! See, I was saying this stuff's delicate. It doesn't take much to tear this stuff apart. Does not take much. And I really haven't done a whole, I mean, you've seen everything I've done to it. I haven't done much to it. I mean, well, I did paint it, but I mean, shoot a bug. Here, let me take off some of the excess that's up top there. There we go. Okay, where is it? Here it is.
Miss Sugar said I like the second white flower, more translucent.
Second white flower. A little more translucent. Okay.
Wait, no, hold on. I'm trying to figure. Maybe she meant translucent, but yeah, probably translucent. That says translucent. First one too was too white.
Okay, I think she was talking about this one. This one's a little more white, so
Miss Sugar said yes, that's it.
okay. That's the one. So, oh, Snapples. Stop.
Okay.
Okay. Here we go. Let's see. So we liked those two. Is that my, let's see, and then this one went here. Oh wait, no. These two went here. Silly me. See, I get sidetracked and then I forget what I'm doing. Yes, that one. And then this one, we said that was competing, but I feel like this flower belongs here. Because of this one, I feel like it's just, I don't know, I feel like it does belong there. I'm just, these flowers.
Miss Sugar said no.
No.
I'm not sure what she means.
Not that.
The white flower on the first card.
This one. Not that one. Maybe that one. Oh, that one does look a little better, actually. And see, then I've got so many things in my... Oh, wait. You know what? I could do the butterfly there.
Alright.
What am I thinking? I can do the butterfly.
The one on top, remove it.
Yep.
Sugar said.
Yeah, I think so too. See, I look at, I have all the elements and then I forget about some of them. So yeah, so the butterflies are going to go there. That's what it's going to happen. That's what's going to happen because she's too big to go there. So the butterflies there. What do you think? I think the butterflies look okie dokies there.
Oakley dokley.
Then this flower. Do I have, I've only got, okay. I don't know. This flower might be. Okay. Let's do that.
Goodness.
What's up?
Your battery is running low. You might want to plug in your PC. So apparently your PC is not plugged in.
So that's not, I don't know. These flowers just aren't quite working for me. Okay, maybe I do. That looks a little better. Like that looks, for some reason, aesthetically, my eye is okay with that. What do you think, Sugar? I don't know. Aesthetically, my eye is okay with that. I think it's because of the sizes. I think they were a little too much. And if I cover the thing up, I'm just not even worried. You know, the clock. I know I was trying to not cover up the clock, but at this point, honestly, I really don't. Really not. I'm going to go ahead and take off the leaf off the back because I really don't.
She said that looks nice.
I really don't want the green.
Is
so.
it choppy to you guys?
Do we sound choppy or anything?
No,